Attention. Standard is. Attention. Standard is. Attention. Prayer. All of you close your eyes.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Praise be to God, the cherisher and sustainer of the world. Most gracious, most merciful, master of the day of judgment. You do we worship, and your right we seek. Show us the straight way. Those who are not worth the way of those and whom you are best to are. Those who are not worth and those who are not astray.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் மதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிதில் எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும்.
India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. I love my country and I am proud of it, rich and varied it is. I shall always try to be worthy of it. I shall give my parents and teachers and my all elders respect and greet everyone with courtesy. To my country and my people, I pledge my devotion. India will be in prosperity alone lies my happiness.
International news. Elon Musk gets 77% approval from shareholders to get back his huge USD 44.9 billion Tesla pay package. One more chance. On Israel and the Biden three-phase ceasefire plan, Israel will have to accept the ceasefire proposal or face isolation. Sports news. Horst German trashed 10-man Scotland 5-1 in Euro 2024 opener. Weather. Windy conditions, rain, thunderstorm to hit South Bengal today. But today, people may have to wait for a respite from heat wave IMC.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I welcome our Honorable Chairman, Maulana Abdul Quddoos, to our school today. There is a special gift for him.
In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. Honorable Principal, Madam, learned teachers, my beloved children. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You can do better than that, sir, children. When a person makes salam, systematically, beautifully, you should return. Organized way. When your principal was saying salam, very disorganized. You didn't say answer. And she was asking a few questions, you were not properly answered. That is indication that you need to learn, put yourself in order. I disappointed. I would like to see more positive response always. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Beautiful. You don't have to scream. You just have to properly, normal way, respond properly. I brought salam and greeting from your brothers and sisters in Australia, Australian International Islamic College students. They always remember you. They make dua for you. And they say salam to you also. My dear children, what a wonderful occasion. Very slightly to correct. In India, Eid will be, according to the government, Qazi declared, Eid will be on Monday. So, that is the 10th of Dhul Hijjah. And tomorrow, Sunday, will be Arafah Day, 9th of Dhul Hijjah. So 9th of Dhul Hijjah, we will be fasting. Is what a wonderful commemoration. What is the commemoration of Eid al-Adha? What is the commemoration, remembrance of, celebration of Eid al-Adha? Can you answer in whose memory we are celebrating? Whose memory? Children, let the children to say. You have to answer, not your teachers. In what memory we are celebrating Eid al-Adha, my children? Loudly. Prophet Ibrahim. You remember what is his title? Anybody remember what was his title? Loudly. Khalilullah. Very good. Shabash. Well done. What is the meaning of Khalilullah? Shabash. Very good. Friend of God. We can say friend means like Rafiq, but it is not. It is a Khalil. Khalil means intimate friend of God. Very close friend of God. Why he had been given that title? No one else had that title. Yes, my children. Why Ibrahim alayhi salam had been given the title of Khalilullah, the intimate friend of God. Why? Because you come here. You tell them why he had been given this special prestigious title.
Prophet Ibrahim was ready to sacrifice his own son for God.
Good, thank you. Ibrahim was ready to slaughter his own son. What was his name? His own son. Communicate with me, talk to me, answer to me properly, my children. I am going to explain to you two incidents here. There are many anecdotes, stories, conversation took place in his life. One is when he was small boy. This conversation, dialogue between two persons, father and son. The first story I am going to tell you, you have to remember always in your life. The first story was between Ibrahim and his father. That is first one. The second one I am going to tell you, Ibrahim and his son. The two stories I am going to tell you, remember always. The first one took place, he was a very small boy. The second one, when he was over 85, very old man. The first one, let me to tell you first one. Quran, Surah Maryam, Mary, chapter of Mary, Allah says, وَذْكُرْ فِي الْكِتَابِ Ibrahim. Remember the story of Ibrahim. And he was talking to his father. إِذْ قَالَ لِأَبِيهِ يَا أَبَتِي لِمَ تَعْبُدُ مَا لَا يَسْمَعُ وَلَا يُبْصِرُ وَلَا يُغْنِي عَنْكَ شَيْئًا. My dear father, why you worship these idols which cannot hear you, cannot see you, cannot talk to you? Ya Abati, he says, Ya Abu means my father. But he says not Abu. He was saying Abati, my dear, my dearest father. He was most respectful way he was talking to his father. My dearest father, إني قد جاءني من العلم ما لم يأتك فاتبعني أهدك صراطا سويا. My dearest father, God has given me some knowledge. I am conveying to you. Ya Abati, la ta'budu shaitan. Inna shaitana kana lirrahmani asiya. The third time also he is saying, Ya Abati, my dearest father. Most respectful way he is addressing his father. And he knew his father is not in right path. And still he is addressing my dearest father. Ya Abati, la ta'budi shaitan. Inna shaitana kana lirrahmani asiya. Do not worship shaitan. And he is the enemy of God. Ya Abati, inni akhafu an yamassaka adhabu min ar-Rahman. Again he says, my dearest father, I have the concern that you will become friend of shaitan. And you will upset your Lord. Upon this, his father. Anybody knows what was his name, his father's name? Yes? Azhar. His father's name, Azhar altogether. What was his father's name? Azhar. Everybody should say, remember all these things. You shouldn't leave to one person or two persons. Azhar says, Raghibun anta an alihati ya Ibrahim. You are abusing my God. What are you doing, Ibrahim? Because Azhar was making these statues on gods, and he was selling. This is his profession, and this he was doing. And then his father said, لَإِلَّمْ تَنْتَهِي لَأَرْجُمَنَّكَ وَهْجُرْنِي مَلِيًّا. His Quran says, Surah Maryam, you stop abusing my God. If you don't stop, you don't want to stop, I have no problem, but leave my house. His father says, his beloved son. The dear son says, Salamun alayhi. May peace and blessing of Allah upon you. And he left that house. He never come back in his life. It was very small boy. And he lived very, very long, 95 years. During this 95 years old, he never come back to his house. A person, what is a person's most beloved thing in his life? Who will be most beloved person, most liked person? A person, he likes who? Father, mother, parents, and the friends, and the house where he was born and brought up, and what else? The surrounding environment where he grew up, most beloved things. But he never come back. Never come back. He went one place to another place from Mesopotamia, what they call today Iraq. From Iraq went to Sham. Sham, what they call today Syria, Jordan, Palestine, Lebanon, all these called Sham. And then he also went to Jaziratul Arab, Jazira, Hijaz, Makkah, all that area. He was roaming around everywhere. But in his life, he never come back. 90 years, 95 years he lived, but he never come back. Because he could not compromise the things with God, the concept of God. The second conversation I want to tell you, my children, remember. The second conversation, again, father and son. First was his father. Now he going to talk about his son, Ismail. قال إني ذاهب إلى ربي سيهدين. And he was asking, Ya Rabbal Alameen, I am very old. There's nothing, no one can take my work. Take this to convey to others. I am going to die very soon. Please grant me a righteous son. Give me a righteous son. Grant me a son. فَبَشَّرْنَاهُ بِغُلَامٍ حَلِيمٍ. Quran says, we have given him a glad tidings, a good news of a righteous son. فَلَمَّا بَلَغَ مَعَهُ السَّعْيَ قَالَ يَا بُنَيَّ. Again, beautiful conversation. He says, when this boy old enough to go and work and walk with him, and he says, my dear son, I have seen in my dream that I have been commanded by Allah, I have to slaughter you. I have to kill you. What a conversation in the valley of Mina. In the valley of Mina, he is telling his son. And the answer of his son. First one, Ya Bunayya, my dearest son. And son says, Ya Abatif'al, my dear father, go ahead what you had been commanded. Go and fulfill the commandment of God. Slaughter me. Kill me. Son is saying. He took his son in the valley of Mina and going to slaughtering place. Shaitan attempted him 3 times. That is what is happening today in Mina. They are throwing the pebbles or stones in that memory. What Shaitan said? Yeah, Ibrahim, what happened to you? This is only dream. Shaitan tempting him, confusing him, wanted to try to confuse him. It is maybe you slaughter your ego. That is the meaning of that dream. He wanted to convince him. And Ibrahim filtered him. And that memory, every Haji today, they are pelting and memorizing, throwing stones. فَلَمَّا أَسْلَمَا وَطَلَّهُ لِلْجَبِينِ. When they both ready to slaughter, the nature of knife is not working there. It is refused to slaughter him. Again he is trying, second time, third time also he is trying, it is not slaughtering. Then a nice voice coming from the heaven. وَنَادَيْنَاهُ أَيَّا Ibrahim. Ibrahim, stop. You have fulfilled the vision. You have passed your test. Salamun ala Ibrahim. Peace and salutation on Ibrahim. وَتَرَكْنَا عَلَيْهِ فِي الْآخِرِينَ. In this commemoration, we left for generation to come to remember. My dear children, that was the conversation. The second conversation was beautiful, very nice. In this commemoration, day after tomorrow, you all will be having Eid al-Adha al-Mubarak, slaughtering Eid. We all remember. I wish you all a very happy Eid Mubarak in advance. Remember that one, always remember that. Also remember the beautiful conversation of Ibrahim and his father and how he was addressing. And remember the beautiful conversation between father and his son Ismail. How beautifully both were surrendering, submitting, and yielding in front of this conversation. You all have great lesson to be learned. I would like to finally remind you, we are here self-assessing school, self-evaluating school, nothing but the best. Excellence in education, excellence in character, excellence in service. We don't compromise on these three excellences. Therefore, I have instructed your teachers everyday assessment. Your principal will be monitoring your teachers how you have been assessed. Every day your progress will be assessed. Weekly assessment, your progress will be assessed weekly. Monthly assessment, you will be assessed monthly. Every month we will assess you how your progress going. Term wise you will be assessed how you are, your curriculum wise, your term wise, how you have been assessed. If we see need to be changed, need to be taken action, we will not hesitate to take action. So therefore, my children, you are here to learn. You must learn. Every day you have to learn. I told you many times, education is, ilm is Noor. What is the meaning of Noor? Loudly. Again? Illumination or light. When you turn on the switch in the dark night, what will happen? Yes? The room will be lightened and also illuminated. Which one dark, which one disappear? You have to learn. Every day the darkness will disappear, your life will be illuminated. Therefore, when Imam Shafi asked his teacher, Waqi, you remember that poem I told you, Shakawtu Waqi'in an su'i hifzi wa arshadani li tarkil ma'asi. I complained to my teacher, I'm getting forgetful all the time. I remember, memorize, but still I am forgetting. What his teacher said? Anybody remember? فَأَرْشَدَنِي لِتَرْكِ الْمَعَاصِي. My teacher said, keep away from sinful acts. Come close to Allah. What his teacher said? Keep away from sinful acts and come close to Allah. Talk to Him, ask Him. You have to come close to Allah, talk to Him and ask Him. لأن العلم نور, because ilm is nur, and the nur is will not be given to asi, who unmindful of Allah. I think I stop here. I wish you all the best. Happy Eid al-Adha al-Mubarak to all of you. Inshallah, I'll meet you again later on before I depart to Australia, inshallah. End of next week, I will be departing, and I wish all the best. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I congratulate her. Even I don't agree what she asked. Even she asked the kind of